There you go, folks. How you going? Got a bit of a different video for you this week. Can you tell what I'm doing? See you soon.
In this 4-part video, I take a bike that's been hanging up for the last 20 years, put some air in the severely weathered tyres and ride it from Guildford to Perth following the Swan River and hope it doesn't fall apart. I'll tell a few stories as I pass through some of the areas I grew up in and talk about what the area used to be like. So grab your bike and let's go. In this series, I resurrected my old bike that had been parked up since 1997. On this ride, we've seen some of the amazing river scenery. I travelled through some of the areas where I grew up and told some stories of what it was like.
So where am I now? Bilya Card Budja. I guess this is probably a pretty popular spot. It's pretty good.
And I've seen how times have changed the landscape. And in this last video, we finally get to Perth. We pick up the story from the South Perth side of the river.
This is South Perth. I'm just going through here. I've just had a nice little packet of chips for lunch in the shop there. They've done an amazing job there on the jetty, heading up into towards the museum. Not the museum, the zoo. So the zoo's world leading in some of its fields of bringing back animals from extinction. But they've got like numbats and emus and all sorts of statues there and that. It's a nice little area, very much looking like it is in a lot of places around Europe. It really sets the place off. That was money well spent. Also had the old paddle steamer boat decoy in there. It's a replica of a boat that used to run up and down here, I think about the 1900s, early 1900s. And unfortunately it doesn't do a lot of work anymore these days. People don't want to get around on a paddle steamer, I guess. This is what they call Perth water. It's obviously Perth water, it's certainly not Sydney water, is it? But this is what really sets Perth off. And you can also, I should mention, get a boat, a ferry from Perth. So if you're in a hotel in Perth, get a ferry across the river over to the South Perth jetty, and then go up to the zoo or whatever you want to do over here. But This view of the river and Perth from here is just amazing. So my plan now is going to go up over the Narrows Bridge here, over there to Perth, through the new Elizabeth Quays, and then start heading home along through Claysbrook. Now this is a great little spot through here, in between the freeways. Ponds, although a little bit green, nice shady trees, seats. The fitness fanatics, got lots of exercise areas, bridges that go underneath the freeway. I just hope I can go to where I want to go to, because it's been a long time and it's changed a little bit. So I'm not sure where the path actually heads through now. But we shall ride along and see where we go. So this is the Elizabeth Quays. Been in here for a couple of years now. It was a real big controversy when this first started, because Riverside Drive used to come down through, right down through here, and it used to be an easy way to get from East Perth to West Perth and sort of down towards Fremantle. And then they blocked it off and put this U-shaped road around Elizabeth Quays, which is just, it's a traffic nightmare in peak here, and put all this in. There was protests and all sorts of things, but pretty much people have gotten used to it now, so you don't sort of hear too much complaining about it. But over here we've got the Ritz Hotel. They've got the first 5 or 6 floors, and then the rest is all private apartments. They're all private apartments. Office buildings going in here. Some new buildings going in up here. I don't know what they are. This is also where you get the boat to go to South Perth, the ferry. You catch it down here. Up the end there's also a little charter boat company which do little tours up and down the river. One of them looks like an old Italian or Venice gondola, but instead of having a bloke at the back pushing along with a little paddle, it's actually got a motor in it, a little electric motor. Actually, I think that's the name of the company, Electric Boat Company or something. Oh yeah, it's a pretty popular area these days. Well, there you go, that's our ride into Perth. So I'm now starting to head home on the northern side of the river. This over here on the left hand side, this is Langley Park. This actually used to be Perth Airport when they first invented planes. But as I said earlier when I first started this bike ride, I've already done a video on Perth, and if I haven't got a link up the top here somewhere, then I'll put it in the description if you want to go off and have a look at that. I've got a video of Perth, I've got a video of Fremantle, and also one of how Perth first, or Western Australia first got sort of settled. This is Claysbrook here. Used to be a creek going up here called Claysbrook Creek, and or brook or something, and they filled it in years ago. There was a light industrial area through here, but it was petty crime, a bit run down, and the local government decided to knock it all down and build these apartment buildings here behind me. And this was kind of like the Kickstarter for inner city urbanisation of Perth. Their idea was that people would, there'd be no yards or anything, it'd just be apartment buildings. And these started off at something like about $500,000 each. Back then that was a lot of money, and a lot of people thought they wouldn't sell, but they were snapped up pretty quick, and it's been a popular place to live. There's nice gardens down through here. They dug the creek back out again and put in this little waterway area here. I'll show you that when I leave. So yeah, nice little area. Just having a little rest before I start the long ride home again. Let's probably bring the video to an end. So it wasn't supposed to be a tour or anything like that. It was just basically showing you, some bike rides and things that you can do around Perth, and a nice way of being able to sort of see some things that you don't normally see when you're riding along or driving along in your car. So if you like the videos or video, hit the subscribe button down the bottom down there, and the bell next to it. That'll let you know when I've uploaded another video. And hit the thumbs up as well, because that really helps the channel out. by making YouTube hopefully show my videos to potentially more viewers. And if you'd like to support the channel, don't forget there's a link down in the bottom down there for an Amazon link that you can use to go into Amazon, and then from there go off and buy whatever you want to buy, and they throw $1 or $2 or something back at the channel if you buy something, anything you like. Just use that link to get into Amazon first. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but I just get a bit of a kickback, and it helps to support the channel a little bit. But that's pretty much it, I think. I'm just going to finish having my little rest here, another little drink, and then it's time for the ride home. So till next time, if I make it home. Oh, by the way, surprise, surprise, the bike made it. I've had a bit of funny noises from the wheels and the rims and that a couple of times. Chain came off one time and I thought it broke. But apart from that, she's been running well. So quite surprised after 20 years of hanging up on the in the shed. So anyway, bike made it. Hopefully I'm going to make it. I'll see you next time. Happy travels.